everybody. This is Jess with American Songwriter. We are here with Ryan Hurd at Cannery Ballroom in Nashville.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you.
Absolutely. So excited to be in Nashville playing a show. It's
sold out,
which is cool. So come sneak in.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
the only way you can come at this
Exactly.
point if you don't have tickets.
Exactly.
And this is just off the heels of a really cool week for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Monday, you celebrated your #1 with Lady Antebellum.
Yeah.
We were there and got to experience all the emotion that went on in that room.
Yeah, those
It's
parties
quite a
are
bit.
when I'm really lucky to write songs in this town, and I get to do both sides of it. I get to like tour and have my records get played on the radio, and I also get to write for other people. And that was a really special room. A lot of those parties are like there's a lot of beer and people talking in the back, and I've never been to one that was so silent.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was really, I don't know, there was just a really neat heaviness there that like it was really, everybody knew it was a special moment, and special for some other co-writers on that song. It was their first ever like #1 song, and
Right.
I don't know, it's hard to get those, so it's always special to celebrate them.
This is your third?
That's my third one.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been all over this chart. I've
Things
been
happen in threes.
top 5s, top 10s, top 60s. So
Hey, you know what?
you never.
Top.
It's hard to get all the way up to the top. It's hard to ring the bell. So every time it happens, it's something you make sure
Don't
you
take
soak,
for granted,
you soak
right?
it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
There was absolutely a vibe happening. What was the emotion that you were predominantly feeling in that moment? Because when you were up speaking, it was like, man, you got choked up. You had Marin crying.
There was a lot of. I think everybody in the room knew that was a special song, and it was special, equally special for each person there, and that's not always the case. And like I didn't realize that Lady Antebellum hadn't been to the top of the charts in 6 years.
I know, me either, actually.
And
I'm
I
surprised.
think that when you start to question things, and I'm sure that they had, and so for them it was really amazing, and for us, like just having John and Sam have their first #1 and being able to celebrate my first #1 with Laura. We've written tons of songs together, and so that's all really special each person was there and really just knew that it was something amazing to be a part of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Laura actually is one of the writers on To a T as well, right?
Yeah, we've written together for a really long time, and she's kind of part of our family. She's written a lot of songs for Marin. She's written a lot of songs with me, and so she's just kind of a creative partner that we both kind of have really enjoyed, I don't know, just growing up in this business with.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like in Nashville there gets like little communities, especially within the writing community. You find your people and you kind of, really build off of that and helps develop your sound and all that stuff. So To a T is doing really well.
Yeah, it's my first ever top 20 song.
Yes.
It's my first ever gold record. So
it's awesome.
Those are that was my goal when I got to RCA Records, was I just wanted a gold record, and now we have to come up with some new ones.
I know, you have to put a new goal.
Yeah.
You should get like a chain that has a T in gold. No. Guys, everybody, no. So To a T, the idea behind the song is saying that you know somebody really intimately and you know all their little nuances and things. So what would you say is something about Marin that you pick up on that maybe she may not even know that you notice about her? Not something embarrassing. Let's keep
I'm
it.
really big about like small things, like
right.
like the way that somebody like moves about like their space, like moves about their house, like the house is like, I know there's like sounds that you would only know if you like shared a space with somebody, and so like those are the little things that song is about. Is like, man, I can hear her like singing a lot to herself, and that's kind of cool to I mean, everybody can say that about their partner, but like my wife's won a Grammy, and that's pretty sweet. And
like she legit has a good voice.
and,
No?
so I just
you enjoy
like,
listening?
even if I hate the song she's singing, because she'll sing a lot of songs that aren't even hers, and I'm like, man, I don't like that song, but I like hearing her sing, and like you can always tell like the way people sound when they're walking up like on a floor above you, like you can tell like what's going on. And
Her footprint.
those little things are like those small little details that song is about, and that song is really, from like a writing perspective, is like a really difficult. When someone says I want to write a song called To a T, you sort of look and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But like technically, it was really fun to like put all the wordplay together, and it felt kind of like a math problem in the chorus to do it, and so I'm really proud of just the way that song was written. I'm proud of like all of the little details that went into it, and it's kind of weird. It's not like my first thought that would come to mind when someone's like, "What do you think your biggest hit's gonna be? Like, what do you think your next?"
To date.
Yeah, right. Like, what do you think's gonna break you at radio? It's like it probably wouldn't have been that one if it was like my thought. If it was like me picking, but I have really good people around me who kind of saw something special in it and they're like, "This is pretty. You should probably do something with this." So I'm just really proud of everything that song has accomplished and what it says, and excited to sing it tonight at Cannery Ballroom.
Yeah, they're, I'm sure, gonna freaking lose their minds over it. Are you doing more of the strip version, or are you going full?
No, we do the rock band version.
Okay.
We don't strip anything down at this one. We put
You bring the house down.
all the bullets in the gun. I have a great band. I love just getting to work up all of these arrangements, and they work really hard to make it sound as big as possible. And I just, it's so cool to play. Like the crowd here tonight, they know my whole catalog, and so it's not as much of like a radio crowd that knows your hits. It's like, man, they're here for songs that came out 3 years ago, and they're here for songs that like they heard on like satellite radio, and then obviously we've had a couple that have been on terrestrial, but it's cool when the crowd comes to hear not just like To a T, but the whole catalog, and they're there for you. And that's the best part about headlining, is you don't have to win them over as much. You just have to give them what they came in.
Yeah, right.
That's exciting to me.
So what's your favorite song in your catalog? And I mean, there's probably ones that people have never heard that maybe you're going to be coming out with soon, but
I don't play any new songs. I play a couple covers. I play the Lebowski song, Man and Me by Dylan.
Awesome.
I play that tonight. And I do some songs I've written for other people, but I love playing like Mississippi to Me, which came out on an EP that I re-released this year. It was originally on a 2015 EP called Panorama. That's kind of a really cool live song. I love playing, and I really love playing Michigan for the Winter. That's just like, for whatever reason, that's like a songwriter's song that I never imagined people would really like connect with, but it's probably the biggest song in our set. And yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Like, I could go top to bottom on this set. My favorite song to play in our set is our first song. It's called Platonic, and it was on the Platonic EP that just came out. And for some reason, it's like our biggest song of the entire set, and we do it first. But like, people
start off strong.
Like,
Go out the gate.
It has had very little. It has no radio. Hasn't had very little playlisting. It's not a song that's gotten pushed in any way, and it's still like a song that is a massive crowd favorite. And so that, to me, it just is really cool to like see people connect with that one, because that was one that I've been pointing at, being like, this is really special, and everybody needs to get on board with this. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're still pushing To a T, but it is a really special song. And so like, I'm excited for people in Nashville to see, like, no, I'm telling you the truth. This is a big deal. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you tonight, hearing you, and continuing to follow what's going on with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us. We're really excited about it.
Absolutely. Ryan Hurd, everybody.